Welcome to Day 4 of Bible Day Camp. Hope you've been enjoying it. Today's Bible point is that Jesus died for us. Hope you have a great day. Bye!
Stand firm when life changes. Stand firm through the ups and downs. Stand firm, for you know that God is in control. Stand firm when life changes. Stand firm through the ups and downs. Stand firm, for you know that God is in control. The storms of life will push and pull, but we are standing on the rock that never rolls. The storms of life will push and pull, we will keep standing. God is in control. Stand firm when life changes. Stand firm through the ups and downs. Stand firm, for you know that God is in control. Stand firm when life changes. Stand firm through the ups and downs. Stand firm, for you know that God is in control. The storms of life will push and pull, but we are standing on the rock that never rolls. The storms of life will push and pull, we will keep standing. God is in control. Stand. The storms of life changes. Stand. Will push and the ups and downs. Stand. But we are standing. God is on the rock that never rolls. Stand. The storms of life changes. Stand. Will push and the ups and downs. Stand. We will keep standing. God is in control. Stand. The storms of life changes. Stand. Will push and the ups and downs. Stand. But we are standing. God is on the rock that never rolls. Stand. The storms of life changes. Stand. Will push and the ups and downs. Stand. We will keep standing. God is in control. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, plans to give you hope and a future. They are plans for good and not for evil. Why? Because He tells us so. Hey, 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 hey. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not disaster, plans to give you hope and a future. They are plans for good and not for evil. Why? Because He tells us so. They are plans for good and not disaster, plans to give you hope and a future. They are plans for good and not for evil. Why? Because He tells us so. Hey, 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 hey.
A reading from Luke chapter 23, verses 26 to 55. As the soldiers led him away, they seized Simon from Cyrene, who was on his way in from the country, and put the cross on him, and made him carry it behind Jesus. A large number of people followed him, including women who mourned and wailed for him. Jesus turned and said to them, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me. Weep for yourselves and for your children. For the time will come when you will say, 'Blessed are the childless women, the wombs that never bore, and the breasts that never nursed.' Then they will say to the mountains, 'Fall on us,' and to the hills, 'Cover us.' For if people do these things when the tree is green, What will happen when it is dry?" 2 other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there, along with the criminals, one on his right and the other on his left. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." And they divided up his clothes by casting lots. The people stood watching, and the rulers even sneered at him. They said, "He saved others. Let him save himself if he is God's Messiah, the chosen one." Soldiers came up and mocked him. They offered him wine vinegar and said, "If you are the king of the Jews, save yourself." There was a written notice above him which read, "This is the King of the Jews." One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked him. "Don't you fear God," he said, "since you are under the same sentence? We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve, but this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered him, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." It was now about noon, and darkness came over the whole land until 3 in the afternoon, for the sun stopped shining, and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Jesus called out with a loud voice, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." When he had said this, he breathed his last. The centurion, seeing what had happened, praised God and said, "Surely this was a righteous man." When all the people who had gathered to witness this sight saw what took place, they beat their breasts and went away. But all those who knew him, including the women who had followed him from Galilee, stood at a distance watching these things. Now there was a man named Joseph, a member of the council, a good and upright man, who had not consented to their decision and action. He came from the Judean town of Arimathea, and he himself was waiting for the kingdom of God. Going to Pilate, he asked for Jesus' body. Then he took it down, wrapped it in linen cloth, and placed it in a tomb cut in rock, one in which no one had yet been laid. It was preparation day, and the Sabbath was about to begin. The women who had come with Jesus from Galilee followed Joseph, and saw the tomb and how his body was laid in it.
Stop! Stop! I know who you are! You can't run forever. I know who you are.
I recognize him too. Aren't you a friend of that Jesus, King of the Jews?
I don't know who you're talking about. Let me go.
You don't know who we're talking about. Only the whole town is talking about Jesus, who was crucified up on Golgotha, the skull.
I thought I saw you a few days ago with Jesus right here in town. Aren't you friends with him?
One of his faithful followers? Well, where are your friends now, when your master, Jesus, is being crucified with common thieves?
Please, let me go. I don't know Jesus. I'm just passing through town. Let me go, please.
Oh, I'll let you go. But you better watch out, because the guards would love to round up some of Jesus' friends.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Stress
Turns out one of Jesus' disciples, some flatfoot called Judas, is leaking information on Jesus' whereabouts to Caiaphas for a pretty penny. Now that I know who the culprit is, there isn't much time before it's too late. I don't know when he's planning this sting operation, but I'll just work on the assumption that I don't have any time to spare.
Who is this? Hello?
Stella, I know who the dirty disciple is. It's Judas. He's our guy.
Keep your voice down. Jesus has already been caught. The Romans are trying to track down everyone who knows Jesus. If you say his name in public, you're in for a lot of trouble.
Well, where should I look for you then?
I'm hiding in a friend's house on the outskirts of town.
Got it. I'll be there soon.
Make sure you're not followed.
Looks like today's not our lucky day. I'll pay Stella a visit and see what good a retrospective analysis can do for this case.
Oh, Jericho, come in quickly. You never know who might be listening.
What happened to the Nazarene rabbi? Judas handed him over to the Romans. What next?
Oh, it was horrible. Jesus went quietly with the soldiers while the disciples fled, and Pilate, who's a Roman official, found him innocent of any crime, but the religious leaders said to crucify him anyway.
What a rotten way to die. I've heard about crucifixions. They won't do that to the worst kinds of criminals.
That's plum. Jesus is no criminal. He even took the place of one. I think his name was Barabbas. He walks free while Jesus gets killed.
Barabbas. I've heard of him. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they let him go? He's terrible.
I don't know. But now that Jesus is labeled one of the worst criminals, all his friends and disciples are in danger. They're all in hiding, but I know where they are.
I want to talk to one of the disciples. There's one in particular I need to have a chat with.
If you want to talk to Judas, I'm afraid I don't know where he is. But I know where the rest of them are. Here.
Thanks. Oh yeah, one more thing. Where did they crucify Jesus? I want to see that with my own eyes. It was pretty bad. I had never caught anyone bad enough to get crucified, but it looks like the Nazarene rabbi had enemies in the wrong places. It didn't seem like he deserved it, based on how people talked about him at least. But that's not for me to decide. I had to find this Judas guy before he flew the coop. Jericho Jones, private investigator. Word on the street is that the disciples of Jesus are hanging around this location.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, relax. I'm a friend of Stella's. I just want to know more about how Jesus got captured.
Alright, what do you want to know?
I know you're not really on speaking terms with the guy, but I want to know where Judas is. I'm looking for him. I'm going to ask him a few questions. Don't worry, I won't tell him where you guys are.
Oh, he's no longer with us.
Well, that's understandable, but do you know where he is?
Oh, he's dead.
When you're jumping up and down, when you're spinning round and round, God's seeing everything you do, 'cause he's watching over you. Hey! God is watching over you, 24/7 watching over you. Your life is in his hands, whoa, whoa. He's got great big plans, 'cause he's watching over you.
guys, and today I am doing the draw, and this is for Bible Day Camp Day 4, so we've already done 3 days, and the winner gets this yummy Dairy Queen gift card. So yeah, let's see who the winner is. And the winner is my brother William. So congratulations, William, you are the winner.